So, game 3, Rush versus Rifi. It is 1 game all at this point. And moving over to Frozen Temple, which looks like another 1v1.
I have no hope of winning this tournament.
You let a lot of things get in your head too much. That's the problem there. Oh, man. No, wait, no. I wanted this one. And yeah, I think I'm good. I'm seeing a lot of... Oh, yeah, okay, there's the GLHF. I'm trying to remember if Rifi GLHF'd for the first couple of games.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Okay, let's just say that.
So this map has an extremely open and vulnerable third base and fourth base, and every other base for that matter.
Yeah, and it's hard enough to hold
there's
the
an
second.
Extremely short rush distance up the middle, except for the fact that there are 2 ramps on either side that are hard to get up.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see. Whoa! Yeah. Holy cow, this is just the Valley of Death right here.
It is.
Yea, though this Overlord floats through the Valley of Death, it fears no evil, for it knows that currently it is only 58 seconds into the game, and so therefore there are no badass mofos in the valley.
Yeah. Overlord. The first Overlord has the easiest life.
Yep, pretty much. Hey, you know what? I'm going to float over in this direction. So we're into pool and opening hatch. There's your Bayrax right there on the corner. I'm not going to call it a Bayrax. I'm not sure why. I've just decided that right now.
I'd prefer if you didn't call it a Bayrax. So.
Well, that just clinches it. I'm terribly sorry. Wait a minute. Oh, right. Okay. Orbital commands. Because I thought you were working on a... I looked up in the production tab and it had the orbital command upgrading, but I thought that was you building another command center. And I thought, 1, that's a really early command center, and 2, that's moving really, really fast. The Overlords have almost made it across the map. This is the most exciting part of the game. But the early game is much faster than it had been before. Like I
can't even imagine having to sit through Heart of the Swarm while he's like, and he's building another worker, and another worker.
And there goes another one. Oh, he's up to 9. Whoo! Now we're going to see something exciting. Usually what you do is in the first, 30 seconds or so, you'd set things up. Talk about any, where you got the replay from or any of the characters. And then you sort of, mention your day. I ate a sandwich, that kind of thing.
Yeah, there's still time for that, just not quite as much.
No. So you got to be a little bit quicker on your sandwich description. You can't go into what kind of bread or how many bites it took to get through it and which type of mayonnaise you got. This little Overlord did make it through the Valley of Death. It feared no one in the Valley of Death, but then it went up this nifty little hill and probably should have feared some...
Yeah, I just said that the first Overlord has the easiest life, and then he got shot.
And then he just gets picked up. So a couple of Zerglings looking to poke their way up the hill. The second Overlord for scouting is over here, and they're just watching to make sure that you're not going to take a second. And that's fine and fair enough. There's first Liberator is immediately out. The second command center is popping down immediately, but if you look at the army supply is actually pretty high for Rifi because he's doing the same thing. Yep, there's the roaches. The worker supply, though, the income level is quite decent. There's Cloak on the way... Is that coming out of the starport, I assume? Yes, because you don't have to research Cloak for ghosts. So...
Yeah, you do.
Yeah?
Yep, they just left Terran hard as hell to play and made everyone easier.
Holy crap. Oh, that's bizarre. Do we have a tech lab over there?
You have to research everything. It requires energy that depletes quickly, and pretty much all of your staple units you have to siege, drop, or position to have a good engagement. Man,
Neat.
Terran's brutal.
So it looks like Rifi's going for sight. He's spreading Overlords all over that map, but he does not realize that it's going to be Banshee country pretty soon, because Cloak is nearing completion, and I believe there is at least one Banshee on the way out, so this might be... And I am lying, a quick game, because I already saw how long the game was, and it was going to be pretty... Oh, there's the Banshee just missing out on these dudes. And in fact, nope, just barely caught them out the edge, and then cloaking just in time. What was that? I couldn't tell if that was that the Ravager shot, or was that the Siege Tank? Nope, that was the Ravager shot, landing on the siege tank. So, the cloaked Banshee might not be enough to stop this from getting through. Just the one single Banshee, probably another, yep. Second Banshee is on the way, and oh! So you can use the Ravager shot on any given target.
Yes.
Ah, that sucks. Okay, so that Banshee is actually quite a bit hurting. Oh, here come the SCVs again! Rushing into their doom. Just without the rushing accent. Ha 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 ha. The army supply is kind of crippled there, but the two Banshees going to do a hell of a lot more than just the single Banshee. They're in fact going to do twice as much damage because math works that way. Nothing left but the Zerglings. The SCVs have actually all... Well, no, he's down to about half the worker supply. Does not have the second base, does have the second orbital command. So hopefully with muling your way out of this, you might be able to get yourself back up into the income level. That's a pretty low income level, and so a whole lot of cash is coming in on Rifi's side, but luckily for you, Rifi has a very gas-heavy build with all these Ravagers. So even though he's made a whole bunch of Roaches and could probably... no, he can't polish you off right now because he's waiting on those Ravagers to attack the air, because with these Banshees... There we go, 3 Banshees at once. This is going to do some serious damage, and that is going to be fun to watch. Even though I don't know, I'm totally on your side here, even though I usually root against the Terran because I hate so many of the units. But man, those Ravagers are OP, and I don't like watching them win. That's the thing. That's the difference between and how I watch this game. Whenever it looks like a unit is just obviously going to start winning, unless it's at the end of the game when it's, you know, one battle cruiser against everybody, you root for that. But if he's just coming out, you know, if Protoss has just gone up against ground-based Zerg and has made 1,000 Void Rays, that's not fun, and I won't cheer for the Void Ray. Meantime, Rush trying to get himself back into this game economy-wise. Let's come down here and watch the Banshees kill some more stuff. So we should see an Overseer here any minute. In fact, that's exactly what that... Oh, no, it's a Ravager Cocoon. Never mind. The Queen is popping out of zone here, but it's going to put down a little bit of creep spread. Finally, a little bit late for creep spread. The Spore Colony is... there's one each in each base, so these Banshees are... Well, I mean, they're not completely uncontested, especially since the fact that these OP Ravagers can just shoot anywhere they please. And the only thing that reminds me of is the, oh, what was it? It was the giant ship, the Juggernaut of Warcraft 2, where that was the only way. If you couldn't see the underwater units, you had to just kind of guess where it was and then shoot with the Juggernaut. Do you remember Warcraft 2? It's precisely like what's going on now. But that's not to worry. You're possibly on mute, or you got up to get a sandwich. Or nobody's watching and you totally lost the internet.
I was on mute. I coughed and then, yeah.
And then left it on and you were trying to talk to me and nothing happened.
I don't remember the Juggernaut for some reason.
It might not have been the Juggernaut, but it was the bigger boat. You know, you had the smaller battleship, and then there was the big... Because I played Horde, and I didn't play a whole lot of Alliance. I think it was like the Galleon, or was it a Galleon? It was just it was a big-ass ship that you got in that. Bit of a stalemate going on right now, as both sides trying to make sure that they've got enough income, really, and this Banshee is toast. Trying to pick off this third base of Rifi's, but at least now Rush knows that there is a third base, and here come the dudes. Oh, it's dude time. Dude time and a Hellion. I haven't seen Hellions since Wings of Liberty, honestly. Is it?
I'd like to have one to send him ahead.
Is it a brew frame? Brew frame.
That's racist.
I know. We haven't even done our Plague yet.
Of course, I can't get on board with that
Rifi has steadfastly refused to cast Plague. So that's just disappointing.
That's true.
Although this Ravager's corrosive bile, we could certainly call that Plague, I think. Wow, but the number of Marines going on here. Stimpack is almost done, and focus. A little bit of stutter step there. They do all lose their lives, but I think that was worth it getting out of there. And meantime, the remainder of the corrosive bile takes out the remainder of the Marines. I was trying to say remainder far too many times there, so I'm talking about long division. Here come the Zerg up the ramp. Rush has not moved out to the ramp to start defending the Valley of Death, but these siege tanks up here on the ledge are definitely going to help with that. And here, there we go. The remainder of the bio units and that lone Hellion, who's Scouter Hellion over there. Scouter Hellion of the local scout troop number 137. You can buy scout cookies now. You can buy Girl Guide cookies, but how come they never made like scout cookies? There's no such thing as a scout cookie. I want like a scout sandwich, scout jelly beans, some sort of scouter confectionery. Scout confectionery. Make confectionaries out of scouts. I will buy them. Yes, you heard me right. I eat the flesh of children. Regardless, trying to rebuild the third base here. Rifi and is going to get taken out one more time, hopefully by these super OP Marines. With a little bit of combat stim, they totally surround that one, and they're going to get out this time, which is excellent. One corrosive bile is going to chase them the way out, so now is a bad time to cast stim when you are covered in plague.
Right.
But still, I think I'd like to see. I don't know if protection of the Valley of Death is going to be a good idea or a bad idea. I think hanging out here on the ledge does seem to be the best bet. But if you look at the army supply, it's actually evened out quite a bit. The worker supply is ahead for Rifi, and he's just grinding through all of dat. All of it, gas, minerals. So the income is higher, and that looked like a So Spire's up. So now we're gonna see two expansions all at the same time. So there's one up there, and where is the So it's 3-4 out the door, and the Crete tumors are up to 25, 26, I think, which of course stands for go listen to some sticks. Which is different from pickup sticks, because we use pickup sticks for 6, but once you get to 36, you gotta listen to some sticks. I'm flying away. I have to go with that because I was on the Liberator instead of all the other units. And nobody in this game sails, so we have to go back to Warcraft 2 and the Juggernaut. Hi-oh! Callback joke. I am still talking. Takes out another Overlord. The army supply is still ahead for Rifi. But the large-ish army of Rifi is comprised mostly of roaches waiting... I said that, and then I just selected a whole bunch of Hydralisks. So we got Hydralisk, Roach, Ravager, which is really awesome. There's a bunch of Corruptors. Are you guys waiting to turn into Broodlords? And I'm going to check on the Greater Spire. Is about 2/3 done, so yes. Here comes Rush, and he's moving around the northern end of the map with a goodly number of units. Looks like Marine Marauder Medevac with a couple of siege tanks, but I think as far as upgrades go, he's definitely into... No, I don't see any... +1, oh yeah, +1 weapons is just starting on the way now. It's really weird. The flowers are glowing, and every time I wander over the different doodads, they make a strange. All of a sudden, I just feel like there's a glitch in the Matrix, and there's stuff flying up through here. It's digital candles or something. Blow out your candles. Press Control Alt Delete and blow out your digital candles. Mom. You know we're not allowed to have flames ever since the giant fire that destroyed half of North America in 2036. Mom! Mom's going to be mad because the Ravagers are going to come in here and destroy a number... No, actually... Oh, Rush just avoiding all those Ravager shots. And what is the cooldown on the Ravager shots? Looks like he's got quite a decent cooldown there, I think. 7 seconds. Can you upgrade that? But here comes... Oh, Corruptors! There's the Broodlords! The Broodlords are whipping in here, and those are going to do... Oh, because the Ravagers get in there with the Corrosive Bile. Plague those, and then the little tiny dudes from the Broodlords run in and clean up the rest. The siege tanks are a little bit far back from the action, but these Marines are just stim-packing their way through with the help of these medevacs and just doing a whole lot of damage. Rifi has no choice but to retreat the whole way back. Another Broodlord gets taken out, and Rush cares not one single bit of feces for your Broodlords. He's just going to come in here and destroy your army. And there's there's not a whole lot left to that. Wait a minute. You delicious jerk. Rifi GG's out. The game is over in 14 minutes, but the replay is 41 minutes long. I thought this was going to be a huge, long, epic battle.
I went to, sorry to, yeah, that's good that it isn't, I bet. I went to drive Luke home after this, I think.
It totally destroys spoilers. I was not expecting this win whatsoever. I kept wondering how Rifi was going to come back from this.
Sorry.
Sorry. Oh man, no, that's awesome. I love that I got totally thrown there. That was amazing. So we can sit here and look at, yeah. So here we go. Another 30. Another 25 minutes of me saying, this unit might pop over here.
No, yeah, I'm glad that's not a 40-minute game. I don't know if I'd even have time for that.
Well, I was impressed at the beginning because I usually minimize the time because it used to be a spoiler, and that's why a lot of casters used to put their icon over the time so that people wouldn't know how long the match was. But I mean, how long the video was a bit of an indicator as well. Yeah. I don't know.
So that would mean I won the winners bracket final, and he went to the lower bracket final after that. And then he beat his clanmate, actually, in that match, and I had to rematch him after that.
Oh, so you won this best of 3, and then you went on to match him again. Can I tell you what your APM is currently at the moment while you're driving Luke home?
Yeah, sure.
306.
Really?
Yep. Oh no, that's
work?
your current. Your average over the match was 173. But your current APM in the game, as we speak, 16 minutes and 57, 58, 59, the whole way through, your current APM is 306. So,
all right.
Well done.